The workplace solution that I have decided to do for my project is FedEx. I chose FedEx because I currently work there and have been doing so for about 6 months. The problem that I'm going to cover is the chutes, which are, as you can see in this picture, little off-ramps almost that come from the belt to send the packages to individual trailers. And the problem with these is, although some of them work well, once you get to the edges of like the sections of the trailers, they have a curvature to them. And as you can see, they have the little almost ball bearings, which is where they normally get stuck. The description of this problem is the wheels are misaligned. And what I mean by that is, just like the last picture is what I'm describing here, is as you can see where the curve is coming down, the wheels don't line up perfectly. So it won't be able to take the full momentum and get the speed that is necessary to get down the chute. And not shown in this picture, but at the FedEx that I work at, they have plastic sections in like right in the turn, like the tight turn of where the chute starts to curve at the top, which oftentimes gets smaller packages stuck. And if they don't get stuck, they at least slow down to the point where they can't make it to the bottom, which is also a problem with small packages. Even if they don't get stuck on the plastic area, a lot of times they don't have enough weight to even roll down the rollers. In terms of what other companies do so they do not run into the same problem, is I use the example of Amazon, which you guys can see the picture of here. What they do is, which really wouldn't be viable for my company, would be steeper chutes. You can see how much longer and how the base of it starts so much higher up than the comparison between the FedEx chutes. And something they also do well here is they minimize the amount of curves so the momentum isn't taken out. And to boot, they also have mechanical parts. They continue the belt probably about 4 feet into the top of the curve. So then it has more momentum even if it's a lighter weight package, and it'll be able to make it down to the bottom. The changes that I would recommend making in order to maximize the efficiency is modeled basically after Amazon. I was thinking you could go with the steeper chutes, although this would be a hard alternative to get going because of the steep price. The more realistic goals would be a mechanized chute. What I mean by that is to continue the conveyor belt onto the top of the belt, so then it can gain the momentum, which would ultimately be the cheapest option. And accompanying that, I would also remove the plastic because it is completely unnecessary and does nothing for safety or the overall efficiency of the belt. The pricing it's a rough estimate because it's hard to find when you're talking about industrial setting and inside factories. It is roughly $10,000 per belt, and you would have to do this in 2 sections of the building, so it would be a total of $20,000. The results from these improvements, if made, would be primarily safety. You wouldn't have to worry about constantly going up and down ladders, worrying about tripping or constantly getting in and out of the trailers, which is often a safety hazard. The other result of changing this would be saving of time. It takes a lot of times to go and constantly be moving small packages at a time and then have to walk all the way up, probably 15, 20 feet out of the trailer to move them down.